Hello YouTube. Well, I'm hearing the locusts loud today. You hear that? Not sure what trees they're in. I'm thinking the really big ones across the alley in the neighbors' yards. But God, the locusts are loud. Which, I don't know, I honestly find it to be kind of a comforting sound. Anyway, it's Wednesday, July 27th, 4:28 p.m. Shooting video again on the iPhone 7 Plus. I still haven't got it logged into Google. And if that link I was sent days ago is a time-sensitive link, then it surely is no good. You know, that's just something. There's so much riding on me screwing that procedure up that there's a lot of anxiety around doing it, and I just don't want to do it at any time when I'm distracted, pressed for time. I feel like I need to be 100% comfortable and completely focused for that. And if there's something that I have not been in the last week whatsoever, it's comfortable and 100% completely focused. At least not at any time when I'm not at work and actually doing work. Yeah. On that note, work has been great. Work has been really, really great. So I'm reasonably sure this next direct deposit. I don't get paychecks, and which is, it's a good thing. I mean, most everybody these days gets direct deposits. That's not by any means unusual. The one thing I do miss, I don't know. Part of me likes it, and part of me hates it. I have no idea how to view my pay stubs. I know there's a way to do it in the A to Z app or on the Amazon website or whatever, but I've never figured out how to do it. And so yeah, ignorance is bliss. I don't know how much is being taken out for taxes. I don't, or what taxes. I don't know how much is being taken out for my benefits or 401k or whatever. And I'm blocking my damn camera again. I hate how on the 7, the 6S Plus, the camera is just enough lower from the corner of the phone that when I put my fingers where they just were, they don't block the camera. Whereas on this, it's just pushed right into the corner, and god damn it, my fingers got to go somewhere. Of course, the solution to this would be a camera app where you can hold the phone in the normal, vertical orientation that simply has an option as to, do you want to shoot horizontal video or vertical video? Just that, why that's not an option in standard cell phone camera apps is beyond me. Why, in order to shoot horizontal video, you have to hold your phone in a vertical position, which makes it difficult to hold without blocking the camera. Why that's a thing is beyond me, but that's the reality we live in. Yeah, app developers. I hope there's at least one of you listening to me, paying attention to this, because the need is there. I can't be the only person who wishes they could do this. Anyway, that's completely sidetracked my train of thought just by blocking my damn camera again. So aside from the fact that I seem to block the camera more often when I'm shooting this phone, I've used it for a handful of videos. Still haven't got it logged into Google, but I do have it logged into my Microsoft OneDrive, and it's a little tedious, but at this point I'm pretty consistently about 2 days behind in uploading videos to YouTube from when they happen, so that gives me plenty of time. When I know I got one one every so often coming up that was shot on the iPhone, it gives me plenty of time to get it to my OneDrive, get it from OneDrive to my Obama phone, and by the time it's time to add it to YouTube, like it's already on the Obama phone ready to go. So hey, yeah, y'all get another iPhone video. Anyway, I've definitely noticed that there's a dramatic higher quality in video shots. And I shot off the other phone. Not that dramatic quality in my videos or anything that should be used in the same sentence, but just saying the colors are a little more vibrant. And the biggest difference is that I do not have a very steady hand when it comes to especially when it comes to walking and shooting video. And the iPhone, just by default, it's not even a setting, but the iPhone just by, oh, we got some guy who doesn't understand that bicycles belong on the street, not on the sidewalk.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for the
it's just a default thing. It's not even a setting. It just does it. The iPhone has image stabilization in the video that it shoots, and it definitely helps. Helps a lot. Yeah, at some point soon I will just get on kind of cleaning up my room and finding that 6S Plus that I have, and getting into AZ phone connections or whatever the hell it's called, where I got this phone. Getting it fresh and stuff. Of course, all that stuff right now, anything other than just work and back, and going to work and back, taking a back seat right now, due to the fact that I still don't have my car. And once again, it's the second day in a row where, you know, my alarm wakes me up around 4 o'clock, and it's kind of shitty that I gotta start getting ready at 4 for a job that starts at 7. That's about a 25-minute drive away. It's just because it's you know, it's hours away by bus. And the biggest problem for me getting there is that this right here. This is my weakest link. Catching the bus here on 44th Street. It's this bus that runs southbound on 44th Street. And I've tried other routes to work. Like I've tried going down Thomas, tried going on McDowell to get to Central. And this is just the closest. Not only is this the closest bus stop to home, but it's I found that the Thomas buses, while it runs frequently, is the most likely to be super late, just because it just doesn't seem to keep its schedule really well. And I don't know, it seems when I get it just seems to be the bus that has between wheelchairs getting on and on, and just weird incidents that slow the bus down because people get on it and don't have their fare, and then want to stand there and argue with the driver while we sit and we're not getting to our destination and are getting further behind schedule. Other things of that nature just slows that down. And it's a pretty long run from 44th Street or 46th Street to Central, you know, where I would transfer the light rail to go downtown to catch the express bus. And then the other issue being that, speaking of the 46th Street thing, that's also part of the issue as well. Well, but gas is $4.69 QT. I think it was $4.75 this morning. Still moving downward just a little bit. Nasty garbage in front of the bus stop, but at least there's no homeless people sitting on the bus. Sit down. And that's a nice thing. Looks like that's it right up there. Yeah, I think that's my bus right there. Oh well, it's timed out pretty nicely today. It's like, although I can't ever count on seeing a bus up the road being the best for me. One of the frustrating things about waiting for the 44 is that 44th Street, this stretch of 44, has a lot of buses that are driving up and down it that are labeled not in service. And they're buses that are going this direction. It's usually the 16, but even though or the 17, but even though it comes down this street, it doesn't service this street, which I don't understand why they don't extend the route and make the service be where the bus goes. If the bus is going around already, I don't get that. But yeah, like I would take this bus if this is the 17 If it's the bus that goes down to McDowell, turns right at McDowell, and then it starts taking passengers there, but as it goes down 44th as a not-in-service bus, I would take that. I would. I'd be like, you know what? 17 showed up before the 44. Fuck it, this will get me the light rail at McDowell. Not such a miserable route running down McDowell Road. I'll take it. Rather be on a bus in the air conditioning than sitting out here sweating in the... It's only 90 degrees today, but it is super humid. So yeah, that's rather wow, that's one bold cyclist. Yeah, would rather be on a bus in the air conditioning than sitting next to a nice car. But yeah, that's not but because yeah, there's just so much distance. Oh, and then the 46th Street versus 44th Street, that's a factor as well, because a lot of the buses that go down Thomas to Central don't start until 44th Street. Only a percentage of them service 46th Street, so I end up having to walk that extra quarter mile or sit and wait in the heat. Then just another quarter mile down the road, the buses will be showing up. Which begs the question, why the hell don't all the buses serve the entire bus route? So it seems to be in most cities, but no, Phoenix can't seem to figure out how to do that. And to be fair, I think that ends up being more of a Scottsdale thing than a Phoenix thing, because Scottsdale is dramatically, each city handles their own buses, even though it's all under the umbrella of a unified bus system, Valley Metro. It doesn't really work that way. All the decisions for each city is made by each individual city council and city manager, and yeah, Scottsdale has dramatically reduced what they're willing to spend and offer for service for buses. You know, there was a time, I want to say, when I rode the bus semi-regularly about 13 years ago. I was in between vehicles, and I used to regularly ride the bus from where I lived in Tempe to my gig at Gilligan's in Scottsdale, which I think I was working like 4 nights a week at that point in time. And at that point in time, Scottsdale had pretty impressive bus service. Since then, not only has Scottsdale cut the service they have way back, but they've eliminated a bunch of routes, which has resulted in these bus shelters that are all over Scottsdale. I don't know that I've ever got one in any of my vlogs, because I just never go there anymore. But it's resulted in these bus shelters all over Scottsdale that are nice looking bus stops. Like you got a shelter and a trash can. And Scottsdale actually seems to do better at running the homeless people off the bus stops, even when they're technically not bus stops anymore. But instead of a sign like this and next ride, stop number, and information about what the stop is, there'll be a blue sign with white text on it that says no bus service at this location. They're all over Scottsdale. If you drive in Scottsdale, it's easy to not notice that kind of stuff when you're driving. But yeah, watch the bus shelters as you're driving, especially on 60, on Miller and Granite Reef. Because yeah, there used to be bus service on both Miller and Granite Reef, and now both of them have yeah, what did I say? Not in service. Zoom in on that. Not in service. Now it does look like there's a 44 right behind it, but yeah, tax dollars being wasted on buses driving around that are not in service. They're just moving from point A to point B, but not moving people while they're moving the vehicle. And, you know, all it would take is a change in the banner and a change in the route information, where it shows what route, where that's headed, and just extend the piece of the route where he's going. If I could look at that and go and make a decision of, well, yeah, okay, so that's 17. Okay, I can go down to McDowell, or you know, or whatever. But nope, we just got a bus driving by, not helping people. Anyway, there's my 44. So I'm gonna hop on the bus. Thanks so much for coming with me on the walk. Bear with me.